Let's all hope that happens for these games going
forward. What was that matchup you were saying just 30 seconds ago that would help us?
You know what? I'm not, because the lady that
was
sat
it
next
Houston and Washington.
You know what? It was the commission. It was somebody being wrong.
Yeah.
Because the best thing about the Commanders is about to join us.
Here we go.
Right here.
She is Julie Donaldson,
That's true.
VP of
I'll
Marketing,
take that.
in-game analyst of the Washington Commanders broadcast, joining us now here on the Fan. And a good afternoon. How are you doing?
Thank you. I was telling everybody, I said, look, I'm going into enemy territory, but they're actually really welcoming to me, so it's good.
Nice.
I feel very comfortable joining you all. So
It was still. I'm glad you guys figured out with you more talking in those games.
there are still times where London Fletcher's like, I don't feel like I'm letting you win enough, and I'm like, because you're not.
No, Julie, let him know.
It has to happen.
Well, I mean, look, it's part of my job. I got to hire him, I get to run the booth, and I get to also critique.
Yes.
And I did tell him at one point, too, and he's so great. I love London. We had a great time. He was out with us in Vegas for Pro Bowl doing all the coverage, and I got to spend a lot of time getting to know him a lot more. And he is the epitome of a class act. I mean, he should be in the Hall of Fame. We're going to push for him to be able to go there. But he really is a team player. And I said, you're always talking to Bram. Like, hello.
Right.
So he's very conscious of that. So now he'll say Julie Bram but it's the part of working with a new team and having a new member join you and finding that groove and that rhythm. And he gets so excited. I mean, he's up there standing the whole time, acting it all out. And he just gets all into it and gets emotional at times too. I'm just like if it's a bad play and I'm like,
yeah.
It's awesome. Julie,
It's
we had to talk with you during pregame before a couple of the Commanders games. The most recent one was not good. The one in Washington, it was good for you. It was not good for us.
Yeah, it was great for you. You told us you were going to win.
But and Brian talked up Sam Howell leading up to that.
Yeah.
Okay, is Sam Howell now someone we're going to have to worry about in the future?
Potentially.
You think he's the guy?
Is he? I don't know.
Come on, Julie.
Will he have a chance at being the guy? 100%. Look, this is a player that you look at what he did in college. He stayed that extra year. He lost a lot of the weapons around him, but he could have easily gone in the first round had he left a little bit earlier. If he was maybe potentially, you want to do the intangibles, if he was a couple inches taller, but he's a gamer. He has this cool, calm collective. Nothing is too high, nothing is too low with him. He's got that confidence. He's very approachable. I think the guys really like him. He got to sit back and really kind of watch. And it wasn't surprising to me that they said, well, if we want to be able to see if he can be our guy, let's give him at this point of the season that last game. And I think he showed you just a little bit of what he's capable of. So what else do we do at quarterback? I don't know. My guess is as good as any, in this situation, given where we currently are. I saw Taylor Heineke walking around here as well. Who knows what happens with him. He might demand a pretty penny on the open market. But this is the time where there's a lot of questions.
Sure.
But I liked Sam. I really did.
Oh, yeah?
I did.
My question just for you is, how did you find yourself in this spot with your hands in so many different things, and how do you find the energy for it all?
Well, I did. Somebody just gave me these. He said they are non-psychedelic mushrooms.
Oh?
They're legal.
You come to the right crew.
Jake
you
Plummer
come
give
to
you those?
the right
They
radio
are
program
legal.
here. Yeah.
I guess Jake, I don't know if you guys know, he played with Pat Tillman.
Yes.
So they're out talking about the legacy of Pat Tillman. He played with him, but this is for restorative sleep, energy, and focus. I have not tried them yet. As you see, I came with the coffee. Look, it's a grind. It's what we do, though, right? We're kind of built for this. I mean, this is day 10 straight for us, and it's at the end of the season where you're already exhausted. But you do it. We're all in here because we have a passion for what we do. We love what we do. I stay very busy. I try to involve as many people as possible. I think that's a mission of mine, using our alumni in as many things as I can, getting London to do as many interviews as I can, or whomever's around, to kind of share the wealth, get different perspectives on whatever storyline or topic we're talking about. But yeah, I stay busy. I don't know when that vacation comes.
They say things can turn quickly in the NFL. I wonder your perspective in Washington. Are things stable enough there that the Commanders are a candidate to do that this offseason or in the next couple of years?
I mean, it's a loaded question, right? Look, the team feels good about the pieces that they're building around. I mean, we had 5 Pro Bowlers. That defense, you saw it firsthand. And the big question there is, what are we going to do with Deron Payne?
Send him to the Cowboys.
Yeah, and can you keep them all?
Yeah.
We know we need to probably add somebody in the secondary. We know
Sure.
we probably need to, add a little more depth at linebacker. Cole Holcomb's a free agent. Jamin Davis kind of really took a step in his second year. But the defenses kind of really came into their own. Offensively, there's just so many question marks. We're still waiting for an OC. Ron Rivera told me yesterday that there's a reason they haven't hired one yet because somebody is still playing the game that they want to get for a candidate.
There you go.
So they are waiting to see what happens after that to make a firm decision. But there's a lot of uncertainty, I think, around any offseason and what can this team do. Obviously, they did not live up to expectations. One more win that they did the previous 2 seasons is just not what this franchise is looking for.
Speaking of some of the defensive players, I know Ron Rivera was talking today about Chase Claypool. Uncertain about that fifth-year option. Chase Claypool's a little polarizing. Fantastic as a rookie, then hasn't been able to be on the field. I don't know if you have any more insight on that situation.
Our linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Chase,
said Claypool.
Yeah.
Yes, Chase Young.
Chase Young. Okay. I was like, wait a second.
I was about to say,
Are we
not
making a trade or
Not the
something's
Notre
happening
Dame
that I don't
receiver,
know?
Chase Young, former number 2 overall
Walchuk
pick.
is a football guy. That's going to keep him up at night for the next 3
It's
days.
going to bother me, Julie.
Look, Chase Young, I think for him, they always say they're physically ready. Where are they mentally when they come back from an injury like that? He came back in, he was supposed to be in that pitch count, and then quickly he saw the way the game was going, and he's like, you are not taking me out. And he went well beyond that number. I think it's going to be exciting to see what he does now in his 3rd season. He's going to have all the motivation in the world, I'll tell you that, coming in. But you put him, and you look at what Montez Sweat did, too.
Yeah.
He's a free
I
agent.
mean, Montez Sweat was a Pro Bowl alternate quietly because he is a kind of a quiet guy, but we really saw him come into his own and the confidence. He's a new dad now. I think he's kind of like growing a little bit, and you saw him talk a little bit more than he did before and not be as shy around the cameras, but his play was kind of backing that up as well. So I think you can expect him to take an extra line. And of course, Deron Payne, we have not tapped into his full potential, and he is a game wrecker. He was telling me out there at the Pro Bowl, he's like, I'm the strongest in the room. And I said, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
No
I mean,
question.
wait until he just was learning this year how to finish, and wait until he continues to build upon that. So I certainly hope that he sticks around with us.
I guarantee, unless Shannon Sharp was in that room, I think Deron Payne was probably
Yeah, well,
right
Shannon
about being
Sharp's
the
a couple
strongest.
down there.
I saw
you
that,
know.
that walking
Still looks
muscle.
like he can play.
He looks insane. Are you hate watching the Eagles on Sunday the same way we are?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good.
And, it's like I was just talking with Jennifer King, and she's like, I got friends on the Eagles staff. And I'm like, don't even go there.
Yeah.
Don't. Like, you can just, they're there. Be proud of your friends enough for that. I was talking with Mike Loxley out here. Of course, he's close with Jalen Hurts and, had him at Alabama. So I'm like, I hate all these people saying they're rooting for the Eagles because I don't want to hear them all year long next year.
None of us, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you. I don't want to. Sorry. I mean, look, we can be all friendly here.
I get
but
it. I understand.
it's the part of the game. It's the part you love
We'd
about
feel
it.
the same way if Washington was there.
We'd be obnoxious if we did,
no
too.
question.
You know that.
Are the Cowboys still public enemy number 1, though?
Yeah,
Okay.
wholeheartedly.
Fair enough.
What about Rihanna halftime show? Are we looking forward to
I
a
love
particular
Riri.
song?
I
Who
love
doesn't?
Riri.
I mean,
I
she's
don't
got
know.
banger after banger. It's going to be awesome.
She's like one of my favorite artists that there are. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I will be at the game.
Nice. Enjoy.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to go and see what she has. And we've waited, 6 years for an album release of hers. So it'll be great no matter what it is, I'm sure.
So you're rocking the blazer and the Sonny Jurgensen shirt.
Thank you.
I thought that was a Romo shirt.
Sonny
man.
shirt
I wanna
is
be
pretty
honest with
awesome.
you.
I much respect
Where's
for
your
for
cigar?
that.
You got to have your cigar. If you're rolling with a Jurgensen, you got to have a cigar in that right hand.
I probably
of yours.
shouldn't tell on myself, but I think between Pro Bowl and even last night, I had one with Loxley. I probably had 7 cigars.
7
I don't know.
Wow.
That might be a little exaggeration. But
She outdid you all, Chuck.
Yeah.
Julie's a beast.
I
tell
can
us,
tell you.
tell us about Major Tuddy. Did you give the green light on that?
Oh,
Who
my
signed
gosh.
off?
That's an outstanding question.
You don't like
I
Tuddy?
I like Major Tuddy.
I'll tell you this: Tuddy at the Pro Bowl was so popular.
Was
The
he?
kids loved him. It was really cute. He's really great interacting. The kids really went up. I know. I've listened to you guys. I've heard the shots taken. I totally get it.
We love TVs.
It's part of it too.
We're laughing with you, not at you, when it comes to Major Tuddy.
Well, thank you so much, Julie. It's an honor to talk to you, and best of luck putting a lipstick on that hog.
We appreciate you, Julie. You're the best.
I knew to like it was too kind. I knew there was a shot coming. I could
No,
take it.
no,
Take
you're
it.
We're very,
Take it.
very impressed
Thanks,
with
guys.
everything you got on the table there, Julie. Appreciate you, and we look forward to catching up with you next year.
Sure
Best
thing.
of luck to you.